We'll start, Meghna.
Yes, sure.
Fatima is first time. What we do is we have a group, WhatsApp group, in which we have youngsters like you. We have elderly senior people also sometime. There are some questions asked. Today we had a session. We don't wait for anybody. Today we had somebody asked a question. I said, when do you want my answer? So she said today, asked what time. So she said 11 o'clock. So immediately we made a slot. Only Milka and sister was there, and only 3-4 people were there. So there were a lot of questions on satellite imaging and something on Aryan invasion, Vedas, and so many things. So she is a good. She was part of a workshop which I conducted during the last summer vacation. She is from Abu Dhabi. So last summer we had a program which was called Moksha, in which she was the youngest participant actually. The program was from 8th grade onwards. But then the minimum qualification was you have to make a small video and send it to me. Why do you want to join for the program? And she said, I am making a shot, seeing that probably whether you will accept me or not. Though I am not eligible by age, I am only 7th class. So that's dashing attempt from her. And she did really well. We had digital drama. You can see Moksha drama. If you look at it, it was shooted in different places. From Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Mysore, Dubai, and we made a story around it. So that's lot of creativity, lot of learning. So she also made 2-3 presentations on history and all that. Beautiful class. So somebody will talk, and the other day Meghna told she wanted to speak on life. Most of my books are on life, so that's why I immediately jumped. Tell me the immediate date. All my books, my poems are on life. All my title of my books, Life of Love, Life Made Simple, Rhythm of Life, Life is to Live, they are my books. Okay. So hope all of us will enjoy. Yeah.
Good evening to all. Let me introduce myself. I am Sai Meghna. I completed my 10th standard. I am from Andhra Pradesh, East Godavari district, Mandapeta. Okay, before getting started, let me ask you a question. Could anybody tell what is life? Could anybody tell what is life?
If I start answering,
journey between,
yeah. Tell Milka.
Journey between birth and death.
Yeah, journey from womb to tomb.
Yes. Womb to.
That is life.
Yes, that's right.
For me, life is LIFE, live in full enjoyment.
Yes,
life is learn in full enjoyment.
Yes,
Learning
right.
is an investment for future earning. So there are many expansions. Yeah.
Okay. The actual meaning of life is to fulfill your purpose in life and accomplish your goals. What I mean by this is, everyone has a purpose. Every human being who takes breath has a purpose of why they are living. None of us will be here if we all didn't have a purpose. So, every person has a purpose of why they are living. But some people didn't know their purpose. They also have purpose. As I said, everyone has a purpose of why they are living. But those some people are unable to realize their purpose. So first, you should have to realize your purpose of your life. What is the purpose of life? Your life purpose consists of central motivating aims of your life. Purpose can guide life decisions, influence behavior, shape goals, offer a sense of direction, and create meanings. For some people, purpose is connected to vocation, which means a meaningful and satisfying work. So, you should have to realize your purpose to get success. Take your own time to realize your purpose. Then you will get success in your life. You won't get success if you only realize your purpose. Because realizing purpose is the first step of success. When you start working on your purpose, then you will become successful in your life. So, when you realize your purpose, start working on it. Then you will definitely achieve your goals and become successful in your life. Don't. When you realize your purpose, start working on it immediately. That day is a good day. That time is a good time. I will start my work from then. Don't think like that. Start working on it immediately when you realize your purpose. Could anybody tell about life in a word, in one word? Could anybody tell about life in one word, in a single word?
Life is beautiful.
Yes.
Explore.
Next. Could anyone?
Pursuit.
Freedom.
Okay. We can't explain about life in a one word or in a single sentence, because life is what you do, what you love, what you hate, what you dislike. Precisely, life is a journey. So enjoy your journey happily. Is life more sad or happy? Is life more sad or happy?
I think it is balanced. There will be sadness and happiness.
Yes, you are right. Generally, life is a mixture of both sadness and happiness. Here, things dwell in duality. But it's the habit of human mind to break the things and see them into two. For example, both men and women are human beings. But the mindset of humans makes them to think and divide the human beings into men, women. So it's the habit of human mind to break the things and then see them into two. Example, day, night, man, woman, death, life, sad, happy. These are two extreme opposite poles, one followed by the other. You are sad, don't worry. In a corner, happiness is waiting for you. We can label these both as two faces of a coin, because the two faces of a coin are complementary to each other. In the same way, both sadness and happiness are complementary to each other, one followed by the other. So we can label them as two faces of a coin. Our whole life dwell in these both poles. That's why Buddha advised that. Gautam Buddha advised, don't dwell in polarities. Come in middle. In middle, where there is peace, and named it midway. Gautam Buddha advised us, don't dwell in polarities. Come to the middle where there is peace, and he called it as midway. Life is a precious gift from above. It depends on us what meaning and what color we give to our life. If you sow good, you reap good. If you sow good seed, you will get a good yield. In the same way, if you sow good, you reap good. Everything done by you returns to you multifolded. Don't always try to be happy, because trying always to be happy gives you more sadness. It seems our unhappiness is amplified by comparison. with a more socially desirable cheerfulness. Because of social pressure, we feel bad about ourselves for not being happy, which makes us feel worse. So, say yes to sadness because suppressing negative feelings leads to emotional constipation. They won't give you freedom. If you suppress negative feelings, you won't get freedom. You will get emotional constipation. So, the best way to get rid of a negative feeling as quickly as possible is not to push it away, but to embrace it. When negative feelings arise, don't push them away. Embrace your negative feelings. When negative feelings arise, don't compare yourself and don't give a judgment on you. Offer self-compassion when negative feelings arise. So, and stop chasing happiness because the discrepancy between how you really feel and how you want to feel will only make you more unhappy. So, stop chasing happiness. And also, don't worry when problems arise because there is a solution for every problem. Then why there is a need to worry for a problem? So don't worry when problems arise. Could anybody tell what is the best solution for a problem? Could anybody tell what is the best solution to overcome a problem?
Accepting the problem.
Yes. Next. Many people say that suicide is an easy solution to escape from a problem permanently. Do you agree with them? I agree with them as suicide makes the person to escape from a problem immediately and permanently. But suicide is not the correct way to escape from a problem. So suicide helps the person to get rid of his problems. It keeps all the burden on his family members. They will suffer the most. The people who are relationally attached to him will suffer the most due to his suicide. So please remember one thing. No matter how big the problem is, don't commit suicide. Because suicide is the worst solution to overcome your problem. Then what is the best solution to overcome your problem? In my view, the common and best solution to overcome your problem is fear. Yes. In my view, fear is an opportunity for me to overcome any problem. Let me explain. Everyone experiences fear from time to time. You might be afraid to confront someone, borrow money to grow your business, or introduce yourself to someone you admire. We all have moments of fear, but very few of us see those moments as opportunities. Fear gives you the unique opportunity to develop a priceless inner force that expands your life. Fear gives you a unique opportunity to develop a priceless inner force that expands your life. Could anybody know what is that priceless inner force developed by a fear? That force is courage. Fear gives us the unique opportunity to develop a priceless inner force, and that force is courage. We can overcome any problem easily if we have courage. First of all, we need courage to overcome any problem. I'll tell you 2 steps to overcome a problem. First, identify the fear. Identify your fear first. Why you are getting fear? First, identify it. To convert fear into courage, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself every time you are afraid. If you don't admit your fears to yourself, you can't convert them into courage. So, look for the points in your life where you are afraid and see them as opportunities to learn to deal with fear. And step 2, face it. Usually, we all have dreams when we sleep at night. Have you ever had one of those dreams where a dark, scary figure is chasing you?
Yes, of course.
Yes. Yes. If you run away, it always gets much more terrifying. If you turn around and face it, something good almost always happens. It's the same with fears in your waking life. The reversal of desire tool literally reverses the desire to run away and gets you to face your fear and move through it. I also have fear when I am starting this presentation. I thought all of you are elders than me. Then I can give the Can I give the presentation correctly or not? Then I remembered the words which Sasikumar sir had said once. Think yourself as 10 years elder than you, than what you are. So then I just thought myself as 10 years older than me, what I am. Then I got some confidence and some courage. You can also try like this. When you got some fear, you can listen to some motivational words so that you can get motivated and you can get some courage. I'll tell you a story about fear. It's a small story. I'll tell you. Once there was a criminal who has committed a crime. Anyway, he was sent to the king for his punishment. The king told him he had a choice of 2 punishments. He could be hung by a rope or take what's behind the big, dark, scary, mysterious iron door. The criminal quickly decided on the rope. As the noose was being slipped on him, the criminal turned to the king and asked, by the way, out of curiosity, what's behind the door, Majesty? The king laughed and said, you know, it's funny. I offer everyone the same and nearly everyone picks the rope. The criminal can't understand the king's words and asked the king, tell me, sir, what's behind the door? Obviously, I won't tell anyone. The king answered then, freedom. Freedom is behind that big and dark mysterious iron door. But it seems most people are so afraid of the unknown that they immediately take the rope. Could anybody tell me the gist of this story? Could you
डर के
understand
आगे
the story?
जीत है डर के आगे जीत है
Yes. We must not be afraid of the unknown, because if you want to live your best life, you must embrace the freedom of picking new choices. These new choices which can open the door to your ultimate happiness. Always go with the choice that scares you the most, because that's the one that helps you to grow. Life is a one-time offer. Use it well. Best of luck to you all for your bright future. And thank you all for giving me this opportunity. And I am grateful to all of you for spending your valuable time with me. Sorry if there are any mistakes. Hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Very good, Meghna.
Thank you, sir.
She is only in 10th class, just completed 10th class. I am sure at your age I never had an opportunity to even to talk to two people in front of me. One. Second, I was never good in English. I was from a Malayalam medium. Right? Life is a big story. Anybody can speak anything. I am sure Bhima will have a lot of stories. Her brother makes lot of stories around life. So what Bhima has to say about life?
Yeah, in my opinion, life is something beyond our imagination or expectation. As we limited our expectation, we have nothing to achieve, or we are the person who limit the opportunities that we can achieve. So we have to explore so we have to increase our dream and aspire. And as one you said in one session, grasp knowledge, that you got a certificate, you didn't write the exam, and you got the knowledge. I feel yes, you got the knowledge and you were very happy. But some of the people have they think that, oh, I lost the exam and I didn't get the certificate. But you get the knowledge, and that you make happy. So we have to increase our increase our dream. Don't get limit our dream or vision. Nice presentation, Meghna.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Fatima has to say something.
It's my first time. Yeah, I got to know about so many new things. Actually, I have stage fear. I'm so afraid to talk to people whom I don't know at a gathering. So I'm actually surprised. At your age, I wasn't able to face people, so I wouldn't participate in competitions like that. So very good presentation. I loved it, and so many things I got to know. Thank you.
Anybody else? Who is that? Harri, Hari. Yamini will have. Yamini, Rishika, somebody is there? You must come, volunteer.
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Yeah. You joined late or what?
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Yeah, tell.
Yes, sir. I was a bit late.
What is that you wanted to tell about life?
After observing all the pandemics which we have faced in this year,
Yeah.
we should always be on a point that we should expect the unexpected.
Accept? Expect or expect? Accept.
Expect. No,
Yeah.
expect the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected. Yeah. Worst can come anytime. But
Yes.
there is a great philosophical story which says a great philosopher gave a secret note to a king when he was in the high position and told the king, don't open it until and unless you are in the biggest trouble in life. So there used to be a lot of trouble every day, dealing with the public, lot of litigation, lot of fight, so many problems used to come. But then all the time the king almost feel like opening it. He will think, let me not open now because bigger problem may come in life. Every problem when you solve solution, find a solution by yourself, you become stronger and stronger. The idea of prayer, idea of meeting people is to make you stronger and stronger in life. So he found, I have a lot of people around me, why should I take their help. For every king there are advisors. Let me take their advice and solve problems. But unfortunately there was a war and the king lost the war and he was put into prison. That used to be the general practice earlier. Even the nephew, sons also fought war against father and then put him into jail. And that time also he thought, let me open it. Because that can be the biggest problem in life. He thought, still I have life. It is not the biggest problem. Losing life can be the last. He is not killed, right? So he did not open that. But then one of his nephew fought the war against his son and then he was released and he became king. Then again he became king, he thought, see, he went from the highest to the lowest and got back into the highest again. What worse thing can happen other than this? Death is not a big problem for a king. All the warriors are ready for death. Then he opened that small slip, but it was only a small note which says, even this will change. What is the message? Even this will change. Actually, that is the time when the king started fearing. Again this will change, right? So no success is the permanent one. He can again be smashed by somebody and he can get into problems. So life is not running away from problems. Life is expecting problems every point of time. But understand, every problem is only very short. We keep saying, I am in a problem, I am in a problem. That's what generally we say. But no problem is bigger than me. Therefore, I cannot be inside a problem. When I say I am in a problem, we think problem is bigger, I am smaller. But no problem is bigger than me. Problem is bigger or I am bigger? Ask that question. Whether your problem is bigger or you are bigger. I am sure you will all get an answer that I am bigger than my problem, right?
Yes.
So if you are bigger than your problem, why do you worry about problem? Even this will change. There are beautiful movies. I don't know whether you have seen Dear Zindagi. If not, watch that movie. If you have not seen Secret Superstar.
Yes, sir.
Secret Superstar. Have you seen that movie? You must watch
Yes, sir.
this
It's of the little
beautiful movie. Pursuit of Happiness. Have you seen?
Yes, I have.
Have you seen Leo Tolstoy's biography? Have you seen Harshat Mehta's Fall? Have you seen Three Bad Boys Millionaires? They are the richest fellows who lost everything and went into jail. Harshat Mehta, so powerful man. It's 24,000 crores of rupees scam. One individual, you can imagine. And every time when he is into jail also, he feels he can come back and regain. Everything is lost, but still he will say, no problem. I know how to solve these problems. That's a courage. But as Meghana feels, everybody doesn't have this courage. And these are all good messages to read, as this man told, that man told. I know a lot of people who are great advisors committed suicide. When they get a problem, they will not be able to stay with the problems. Understood? There is a beautiful book. I think the Air Breath or somebody, some great Chandru, have you read that book? The
No, I don't recollect.
The Air Breath, that something is the title. That is written by one doctor from Tamil Nadu who settled in America, who treated when breath becomes air. What a beautiful book, you know. He was a surgeon who must have took care of lot of patients in his life, and the last days of his life he had great illness, and he has fallen in railway station, and he was literally crying with pain, and he got admitted in hospital where his nurses were assisting him. When he was doing surgery, he is taking care of him now. You understood? I used to give a lot of lectures to nurses in hospitals. So I wrote a poetry in my Life of Love poem, the heart failure of the spiritual guru. That's a poem. When the spiritual guru who gave lectures, when you feel sick, you know, again the nurse will hold your hand and say, don't worry, we are taking care of you and all that. And who was this man who gave lectures saying that I will take care of you? But when he feels sick, who has to take care of him? And then whatever words which I gave during my lecture, the nurse is telling me back. Then I asked her, how do you know this? Sir, you are my teacher. You taught all these courageous words, but it has to be used against me again. Right? You understood? So what is essential in life is not courage. That will not come when you are in problem. You need someone. That's why I have got another poetry which says you need someone. Because you will not get that courage always. I need someone. I need someone. Without that, assume you don't have a license to drive. You will have fear of driving when the police is coming in front of you. You know driving, but only thing you don't have license. But I am definitely sure even if you know driving, you will have fear. Correct? But assume who is sitting beside you, he happens to be the member of parliament or member of MLA or MP or a police fellow. Will you have fear?
No.
Then you will feel, yeah, he is beside me, I don't care. Or assume that you are driving in a district where your brother is the collector. Will you have fear? Even if police catches, I can telephone, he will come and help me, I know, right? So your courage is sometimes not inside. I disagree. Sometimes I disagree with great people what they say. When there is problem, fear comes out of you and that can be converted into courage. Nothing works. You will collapse. It's all nice to write but not practically possible. That is why you need somebody beside you. And who is that somebody who can be always beside you? Assume that I have a big problem or you have a big problem. Definitely, immediately, even there is a big problem in the office, immediately when I come back home, I used to sleep on my mother's lap. Every problem I will forget. The mother will say, don't worry, yeah, I am there with you. What she can do to solve problems in the office? But still she is there is a big courage. You understood? But if mother will not be there, all throughout your life, parents will not be there with you. Maybe some positions will not be there. Somebody who has influence will not be beside you. But then still you can be courageous. And that is why the faith in God is still continuing. And how do you retain that faith in God? Seeing that I am doing so many good things to many people, so nobody can trouble me in my life. It is not that I am teaching Milka will be there with me throughout. I am 100% sure once she get a job and position, she will not even remember this fellow. I am 100% sure. Many people are like that in this. I am not talking about one individual. You know how many people I have seen? Lakhs of people. They will keep saying, sir, you are so great, I will be with you all the time. We don't see them after some time. So we have gone through all this experience. That doesn't matter. What is required is, I have done what best I can do. So there is a Vidhata, the God, a creator who knows me. And I will, what you said is the best thing to start with. You must create a purpose. It is there, but you may not even know. So how do I create a purpose? I will have to taste. What is my purpose? I will have to search for that. So any activity which I do is searching what I wanted to do in my life. Everybody will not get revealed. Some people will die without understanding the purpose also. I keep saying, there are in a big forest, you will see a small flower which is so fragrant, and it will blossom in the morning and then evening it will die. What is the purpose of that flower? Nobody seen that. It is all lost its life. Correct? So it is not that everything which is blossomed in this world has a purpose. Only thing, if that happens to be in President's palace, probably that will become on the table when he is having a dialogue with another president on his table. On that day it can go, oh great, he got a good place. Not everybody will get that. So we will have to undergo all this. It is your purpose to find what I can do for others. It's a search. We have to market ourselves. Not every soap can be purchased by everybody. You will have to put in a nice packet and then advertise. Correct? Then the purpose will become for larger scale. That's why we keep on, everybody does this. Everybody does this. Right? That ability only human being have. Otherwise you will start going in one direction wherever it takes you, thoughts takes you. But it is not like that. We can direct our thoughts for a better purpose. So what can be done? How do I help people in this world is a big question. Ena kena prakarena yasya kasyapi dehinaha sandosham janayat pratna tadevam ishvara pujanam. Somehow, something, somewhere, whenever possible, whatever way I can help people, if I do that, maybe when you reach at the end of life, you will realize, oh, I lived a purposeful life. Not for individual, but for the society. But for many people, there are hundreds of people who knows, oh, that man left. That's why we keep saying, for taking birth, we have only, there is a beautiful Malayalam poem written by Kunyunni Master. He is a great poet. He says, when people take birth, there are only few words to explain your birth. But when people die, there are lot of different words used based on his position and power. What he contributed to the society uses. Somebody will not say he died. Do you say the president died? No, there are different words to be used. Okay, deceased. English there are less, but in mother tongue, Sanskrit, decorations are used for different positions for death. So how do you get into a higher position? Why people have to aspire for higher position? It is not for yourself. I am sure now Ajay joined. Ajay is a person who have lot of commitment towards society. But if he is a Sada police, Sada clerk, he can only do little help. But assume I wanted Ajay and all to become civil service, IAS. Still not late. I am sure by this age, if he would have become collector of a district, he would have used the resource from the government and then helped a lot of people around him. If you would have been a politician, you can do much. But politicians, maybe after one election, they may not be able to do anything. They can only oppose everything. Opposing is not governance. Supporting is governance. That is why I don't like NGOs. NGOs are only opposing. They are not becoming part of the government. Actually, people have to become, if you really wanted to serve a lot of people, one is politics, second is administration, third is judiciary. And then maybe press. That's why they call it as fourth pillar on democracy. But then little thing you can do. The best thing what you can do is, which can be permanently do, directly helping people, is administration. Got it? So, if you think as a social being, as a human being, I want to play my role, my life for a better cause for somebody else, without being selfish into my family, my relative, my life. Give it to somebody else. That is what one of the greatest thoughts. There are two sets of people, who have and who don't have. Who have and who don't have. But who is the biggest fellow? You earn and then get as much as you can. Then give it to who don't have. You should have something and then give it to somebody else. How can you give without having something else? So first thing, you have to acquire a lot of things. First acquire a lot of knowledge and then start supplying. Acquire a lot of money and start gifting to people. Acquire a lot of power and position, start helping people with that resources. So these are the ways of making your life more purposeful. It doesn't matter whether somebody remembers you after death or not. Some people will say, you do good things after death. What is the purpose of after death somebody remembers? How do you know whether they remember or not? Got it? So what is essential is, while life, how best you can serve somebody else so that you can see a smile on somebody's face at that point of time. That reflection is what is essential. So it is not, I am not doing anything to get some return after some time. When they become in highest position, they will remember me. No, that way faith I don't have. But I am happy when I am teaching something, somebody smiles. There is some benefit, they get benefited. And that happiness, if I can see in their face, that's done. So that day I lived. So how should you sleep on that night? Telling that tomorrow morning, let me not get up at all. No problem. But yesterday, until yesterday, I did whatever best I can. So every moment, nimisham jolitam sreyam nadu dhumayitum chiram. Every moment of life, today this is my 3rd or 4th class. I don't even remember how many classes I did. Right? It starts until somebody says that it is not required, I will keep on doing it. That is what life. So one person is good enough. One person in front of me who feels that whatever I am saying is correct, then I am purposeful for that person. What is my expectation? That person will take it to many people. So every individual has to become torch bearers. So I couldn't become, then that doesn't mean I will stop. As a teacher, I must make somebody to become that tomorrow. That is social being. That is human being. Got it? So you must watch all the movies. They are beautiful. You must see how Amitabh Bachchan, as an old man, retired, stopped all of his law services, staying in an apartment. When the neighboring apartment, 3 girls committed a murder, he starts putting his coat and then goes to court and then argues. Do you know which is that movie? Huh? The movie Pink, P-I-N-K, Pink. Beautiful movie. The Pink movie, the name Pink itself came because the movie says that ladies are good. The pink color represents ladies, girls. Correct?
Amitabh Bachchan's movie, sir.
Amitabh Bachchan's movie. Why ladies are given pink color? Because pink is made of mixing red and white. When I was writing review on that movie, this is how I wrote. I don't know whether the person who gave name had this thought or not, but I gave a thought like that. So ladies are dangerous. Red shows danger and white shows peace. It's a mix of danger and peace. Sometimes peaceful, sometimes dangerous.
It's funny.
Right? Because in that movie, that is what it shows. When they are in problem, they become so upset, they become so dangerous sometimes. The way you react, you don't know. So it's nice to take care of. That is why we keep saying people have to be taken care of well, give happiness, so that the white part of the girls can be seen, ladies can be seen. But you do some small mistake, they will show the red face. Danger will come out of. Okay, so start getting into as much as you can in your life. Don't waste your time on solving small problems in life. When somebody comes for collecting money as a student for supporting somebody else, no, this is not the time for begging. Don't beg. Invest your time for study. A time will come when you can start giving. Don't collect from somewhere and then give somebody else. Don't do postman's job. School assignments will be given, right? You can collect money and then give to somebody else. I said, don't do. No student should do that, I say. Don't help anybody. When you reach a higher level, see, for me, life, I don't have to get something in my life again now. Finished. Now I can only give. I don't have to achieve anything more. So you have to reach into such a position. That's what is to be done. So reach at the maximum, then start giving. Invest your time after you reach your good. So as students, what is that best thing service you are supposed to do? You must make your parents happy. That's your life. You have a role, goal, value. Role, goal, value. Role as a student, as a daughter, as a society person, as a citizen, as a neighbor, all that has to be done good. Goal, highest goal. Value, keep your values. Fine? Yeah. Life is one topic which I like to speak, but don't quote. You have done wonderful. All that quotations you have to make it yours and then put into your style of. No, there is a great saying: a king got a philosopher a bunch of grain, and the question by the king was, how do I extend my life? I want to extend my life. And the Pandit gave a bunch of grain. This fellow did not understand. When I asked a question why this is given, he has just thrown it. Because he is very rich. Why he want a bunch of grain again? He a rich king. Why he want a bunch of grain? Yeah. So he just threw. Again he started asking a lot of people, how do I extend my life? Later, after a few years, by mistake, the same king met the same philosopher, same Pandit. Same question. He forgot, Bulgaya. He asked, how do I extend my life? I said, last time I gave a bunch of grain. What I had? Oh, that I have thrown somewhere. Come, show me where did you throw. When he went there, what happened to that grain? It all started growing and made it into lot of grains came out of it. He said, this is how you extend your life. What is to be done? Throw yourself for some purpose, for somebody else. Assume that, thinking that that's a very precious thing you would have kept in the locker and locked it. What would have happened? That would have got wasted, right? So how do you extend your life? I am sure if I am not there, when Milka becomes a great personality, when Meghna becomes a great personality, Fatima becomes a great personality, Vishnu becomes a great personality, all of you, you will remember, there was somebody who gave a lecture like this. That point was very great. So what you give to somebody else will remain in your heart. That will take. Though my guru is not there with me, I remember him almost every day. In many talks I keep talking about him. That's how they are not there in the world. But still we will remember. We remember our parents, we remember grandparents. But I am sure we don't even remember great grandfather. But all of us remember Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes.
All of us remember Shankaracharya. I keep asking when I go to lectures, do you remember Shankaracharya? Yes. Do you remember Vivekananda? Yes. Do you remember Mahatma Gandhi? Yes. Then immediately I ask, do you remember Deepak? Which Deepak, sir? There are so many Deepaks you have seen. Don't you remember? But you don't remember all of them because they are common people, right? So you must serve the society. That is the best method to make impact. Impact creation is life. Dignity, creating dignity is your life. The other day, I think there was one lecture which I posted. Every day I post on my Facebook what 2015 what I did, 2014 what I did. When Milka asked me, immediately I have sent the video on which I met her first time probably, because I keep track of all this. So I think it was 2 years back in October or November, I gave a lecture on compassion in one of the churches in America. There were 100 white people. So I said only human being can do this compassion. The thought of compassion comes only for human being. So good thoughts. So life is to live. What for life? One sentence when you ask, that's what I keep saying. Life is to live. What is living? Living is showing somebody else you are living. Show your presence. Therefore, absence will be felt. It's not quoting from someone, it's my quote. I write. And COVID is not a bad time. Maybe 1 or 2 days I will write a poetry on COVID. Almost 1 year is over. November it started, right? So I am waiting for 1 year to finish. So it's accepting life as it comes. Don't worry. Don't worry. Good. Asha has something to say. Ajay, Yamini, Leela Madhuri. Somebody.
No, sir.
Leela Madhuri.
It's always good to keep hearing your voice, sir.
Ajay, you must have high ambition.
Definitely, sir.
You have 2 more years.
What I think is for aiming to IAS or some other higher education, higher services, it requires dedicated preparation.
Yeah,
So whether
dedicated
I could-
preparation. Everybody has time. Just start from now. You have another 2 more years, right?
Yes, yes.
Do it. Start from today.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Because motivated by Meghna.
Definitely, there will be really a great impact when we join administrative services.
Yeah.
Because I am observing in almost my 4 years of journey while things. I saw that an IAS officer makes a lot of difference to the society.
See, the training which you get in Missouri, you will not get anywhere in the world. And you cannot pay crores of rupees also to get that. Because no place is there where they will teach you all this. I keep asking children to look at Missouri Training Center, some videos are available. When one student from Kannur asked me, sir, we wanted to go for vacation, the parents asked me, one of my relatives, where do we go? I said, go to Missouri and show your child how the training institute is. They went. Just for seeing that IAS training center, they went. It makes a lot of difference.
Yes, sir.
So good enough. All the best. Anything more to add?
Yes, sir. It has been really insightful as always. And Meghna did a very good job. Meghna.
Yeah. Meghna, you have to think good topics, nice topics, and then come. So it's so nice. All on a sudden she said, I want to speak on life. I was so thrilled, you know. I don't even want to happen next week. Yeah. Yeah. Asha.
Pardon?
Yeah, tell.
Sir, I didn't feel those words as coming out of a 15-year-old girl.
No, that doesn't matter. You can quote from somewhere. Buddha's quote, you cannot make it. You have to quote from them only, right?
No, sir, the way she shaped
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, and it is a beautiful sequence. She made a beautiful sequence.
Yeah, right.
There is a beautiful another movie you have to see, Ship of Theseus. It talks about the purpose of life. That starts with a blind girl being a beautiful photographer. And when she got eyesight, she lost her photographic skill.
Okay.
So if you say that I don't have this, that's why I don't become, That's not correct. She was a beautiful photographer when she was blind, but when she got eyesight, she lost that ability. Because her ear was good enough to shoot. The sound is good enough, she will click immediately. And the whole movie, it's a bit of 3-4 movies. I keep suggesting all the Jain people to see because there is a Jain character there. A blind principle follows is not correct to demonstrate that. It's all made by youngsters. It's a beautiful movie.
Sir, is this movie made by Anand Gandhi?
No, I don't know. I don't remember. It's only 3-4 boys. It's not one person also.
Okay.
I don't know in that whether Anand Gandhi is there. It's a beautiful, small, short. 3-4 stories. But all together it's a single story. You will realize it only at the end. And Chandru may know. You know this quote, Ship of Theseus, Chandru?
Yeah. I have heard about it. Yeah.
The Ship of Theseus
But I'm
is...
not.
The Ship of Theseus is a quotation which says, assume that I have a ship and it went, some portions were wrong. I remove that and then replace with something new. After few years, the whole item, nothing is there as it was originally there. Everything is new. Do you call this ship as the original ship name? Say it is Ganga. Do I call this as Ganga, or somebody makes out of the spare part removed and then they repaired and made another ship? Will you call that as Ganga?
Yeah.
See, assume I have a heart and now heart is replaced. Eye is replaced, ear is replaced, all my spare parts are replaced. Will you still call me as Shashi or somebody else? Got it? So
Yeah.
that's the meaning of Ship of Theseus. Do you call it by the original name or the replaced name? What a beautiful concept, no?
Yeah.
Good enough? Thank you.
Thank you, Mahatma. Well done.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Good job.
And Meghana keep attending most of the sessions. See, when you keep listening, attending, you will also feel, yeah, I have to speak on this topic.
I have read about a book. I'm reading a book called Talash. It's about life.
Talash is a beautiful book. I read.
I'm reading it and I've finished 3 chapters and all. It is saying that in our life there is 3 peaks. First is achievement, then second is fulfillment, then enlightenment. It's about a story of a man and also his views about it. It's a nice book, I think
Nice
so. Yes. I suggested, I have only read 3 chapters, but it is amazing still there. I'm expecting more from it.
So Meghana, we will expect more lectures from you. Think wild, different topics, pick up something new. Good?
She's good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you. God bless you.